Welcome. I'm doing this video kind of out of the blue today. I really need to do my book reviews, and I was going to do another one because I finished the book and I just need to go through, you know, and do a review on each chapter now that wasn't done before. And I had done one here recently, and then when I went to do the second one, I happened to notice on the time thing that it was just all zeros. It had just stopped recording, and so that ended that. So I'm kind of discouraged right now. But these are really cute, and I don't remember who bought them from my grandmother. I'm not really sure. I don't know if she has it written. I didn't even think to look. 25 cents. Well, somebody was cheap. She might even bought them for herself. But she was going to get rid of them, and I said, "No, you're not getting rid of them." She's trying to get rid of a lot of antique stuff and just a lot of stuff because she, as my grandmother refers to them, just the way that her mother before would refer to them. They're dust collectors. It's junk. So she's trying to get rid of that. So it's one less thing to, you know, have to dust and whatnot. And I said I couldn't resist that, so I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put them. But anyway, how was everybody's weekend? I hope that everybody had a good weekend. And right now it's raining, so it's a bummer. But it's been something to see snow run. I like that. You know, it obviously wasn't our first snow, but the snow that we had here recently, I mean, I don't like the cold at all. I can't stand cold weather. But I mean, I was out there as soon as I realized it was snow when I got up, and I hurried up and got dressed. I was out catching snowflakes on my tongue, you know. I love it. I can't wait for it to get, you know, where it's covering the ground and all, and then we can go out and play with a dog and everything. It's such a joy. It really is. I knew I was going to do that. Oh, excuse me. Right now I'm having a hard time breathing. This is something I've been dealing with here off and on lately. When I was younger, I was diagnosed with just having a touch of asthma. It wasn't really that awful big of a deal, but I did have an inhaler. I was thinking about going back to my doctor, but right now I can't afford to do anything, so I'm kind of in a pickle right now. I actually had a chance this morning. If I wanted to, I probably could have got a job in a factory here. But I decided against it. I just don't want it in a factory. And I know from having my sister already works there, I know and everything how the powder is in there and all this and that. And powder and I just don't get on very well. And I don't want to get in there and like break out or something. And I always worry about factories, you know, that's where you get your cancer and that. So I'm kind of in a bad position right now. So we continue on. I'm going to keep looking for a job and keep praying over it, and hopefully things will pan out. I'm still writing for the newspaper, the Weedville paper, the Bennett's Valley. I'm still writing for them. I submitted a poem last week and it got put in there, so that was my second one. It was called Advice for the Youth, and I already have another one written up. Rather than digging back to old ones, I decided maybe I would try to write newer stuff, so I've already written one about Roxanne because Mrs. Kopic really wanted a goofy one about her to kind of lift everybody up. There's so much going on in the world right now, and it's so frustrating and depressing and everything that it's nice to have something uplifting rather than something, you know, that's just so, I don't know, just so serious and everything and so down in the mouth. So, anything about Roxanne is funny, so. But it's just like having a little kid running around. But today hasn't been a good day. I mean, besides the having a hard time breathing thing, I'm not feeling good. I don't feel like I'm getting as much sleep as I should be, and I've been getting up early to take care of the cat, my sister's cat, because she needs medicine. So I've been getting up at 7 every morning to give her medicine, and she'll get it again here at 7 o'clock tonight, and just trying to take good care of her. And it seems to be a theme that whenever we've ever had cats and they've gotten sick, I've usually been the one elected, and I don't even know how it really comes up, but I wind up doing it. And it's not like I really mind, but it's hard. You don't want to see anyone or anything get sick, and when they mean that much to you, it's really hard. But beyond that, there has been some stuff going on. The family stuff has really calmed down a lot, which is really good. I don't know that everything is completely... I think that there's like a kind of a show being put on and things being hidden rather than being brought out, and I think that for right now it calms things down and it settles things down for everybody, but I worry that when it comes back up again it might be really bad, and I don't know. I'm just really worried about a certain member of my family. I think that she is making bad choices, and I worry that she's not listening to anybody and that she's going to wind up in serious trouble, and it's just really scary to think that, and to think that you might not be able to save her. And of course she's got to learn from her mistakes, but I mean, how can you learn from your mistake if something happens and you get killed, like, you know, like a car crash or something like that, you know? And then it's like, well, it's really hard to learn from your mistake because you're not here. So it's like, I would rather see her understand things now and see that she's making a mistake and not have it come to that at all. There was a recent accident here over the weekend, and someone from town here was killed, a young man, and it's devastating. And I mean, I know his mother, and my sister actually went to school with him, so I knew who he was, but I didn't know him personally. But it hits you no matter what. I mean, I'm not very good when somebody passes away. I have a hard time even when it's a complete stranger. I have a hard time, and I think it's just the fact that I think, well, you know, that could have been my sister instead, you know. I mean, 22 was a very raw age, and it's really hard to understand why things have to work out the way that they do. And right now it's just a good time to pray for the family and for the girl that was in the vehicle with him, and just pray and show any kind of support that you can, rather than rumor milling, because I've heard that there are rumors going around about what happened. That doesn't bring them back. It doesn't solve anything. All it does is make things harder for the family and for anybody involved. So I just pray that people will stop that and will realize and everything that it's just a waste of time, and that it's better to take all that energy and put it into trying to do the best that they can to help out, because it's just a very crucial time now to show support and do whatever you can to make things easier for the family. Of course, I don't know, you know, I mean, it seems almost impossible, but I think that any kind of love and support, you know, hopefully it'll help a little bit. I had an upsetting encounter downtown this morning, and one of the things that really upsets me is there are people that are, and this might not be a very proper word to use, but very cocky when they're religious, to the point that, well, you know, I'm a perfect Christian and that gives me the right to do this and the right to do that. But really it doesn't, because there's no such thing as a perfect Christian, and it's not right to think that that gives you a right to do anything, because it doesn't. You know, you're still human like everybody else, and when people abuse religion and different stuff like that, it really hurts, because it's not meant to be used that way. It's not meant to be used at all. I mean, if you want to use it like to heal and stuff, that's different, but when you use religion in a negative way, it kind of makes people look down on it and frown on it, and it's just, it's a very poor example. And this person is somebody that has done things where my family is concerned, and so we just try to avoid this person, and we avoided this person. They spoke to us, and we kept going. We maybe talked amongst ourselves, which I think was a really bad idea, but we kept going. And then this person had the audacity to start talking again, and of course, you know me, I have a big mouth, I'll admit it. It's one of those things that I need to work on. There's one of those sayings that when you get up in the morning that you want the Lord to put, one hand around your shoulder to walk with you and the other hand around your mouth. Well, I think I'm going to get one of those stickers. Of course, I don't agree with what it says, but I'm going to get it and put on my mouth that says, don't open till Xmas. Of course, I don't agree with Xmas, that's a whole different ballgame, but I just can't help it. I get so disgusted. It's like, you know what you did. Of course, I know there's the whole kill them with kindness thing, but it's like, if you know that you have wronged somebody, why go to that person unless you're going to apologize or something? I mean, this woman acted like we were friends yet, and everything was all right and all this and that. It's like, why? Why do that? Now, we're just trying to go on with our daily lives, trying to do the best that we can. That's why I want to get out of this town, because you get downtown and you see all these idiots that have caused problems in the past. It's like, even just walking out the door and seeing the neighbors over here, I should be going this way because the way the camera's seeing the neighbors over here, and just the way that they're acting and everything, and problems we've had in the past, you know, it's just, I just want to scream. And it's pretty sad that you can't even go out your door without getting upset. And I try not to let it bother me, you know. I go about my business and everything, but when I see particular people out over there and everything, it's really hard. And it's the same with this. It's like, you know, I never thought it would come to this. We used to be good friends with this person, but now it is what it is. So you just kind of, you've got to try to kind of move away from it. And then she has the audacity to say that, well, she'll pray for us. Well, I said, we don't need the prayer. Well, everybody needs prayers. It's like, well, why don't you pray for yourself and your family, because you guys really need it. You know, it's like, we just went about our business shopping and everything, went and we turned our backs, walked away, tried to be cool about it. And then they have to do this, and it's like, why? Why do you feel the need to do that, okay? I don't understand it. I mean, I need prayers, yes. I personally need prayers, my family needs prayers, but I don't want it from her. You know, anybody else, I'll take it. I'll take it from a complete stranger. But I don't want it from her, because to me, it's not for the right reasons. She's praying to me for some, and it might not sound right, but maybe for like her own personal agenda reason, whatever. And I just don't see the sense in that. That's not the right way to do that. So, I don't know. I don't know how to deal with stuff. I'm not a very good, I mean, I have my Stewie shirt on here that says doesn't play well with others. And I might seem like I'm really nice when I'm out and about and everything, and I handle things to a point. But when you put me in the same place as somebody that I'm not friends with, it's just like, I have no control over what comes out of here. And I know that that's the lamest excuse you probably ever heard. But I get nervous. And I get like, you know, I tense up and I get really nervous. And I shake and everything, or like after an altercation, I shake really bad and everything, and I'm really worked up and everything, and I get really sick, and it's not worth it, you know. It's just not worth it. And you can't control what other people do and everything. It's how you let their actions affect you, and I understand that. I really do, you know. I understand that, and I'm just not that good yet to be able to just say, you know, whatever, not a word, get in, go, whatever. I'm not that good yet, and I pray that someday I will be better. I pray someday that I'll be a better Christian and everything, that I'll be a better example, because that's really where it's at, you know. It really matters. Right now my big thing is a job, and the woman that I talked to today trying to help me to find work couldn't figure out why I was so nervous, and it's like, well, you tell me how you're not supposed to be nervous, okay? It's like I was making this much on my unemployment. Now they had to open a new claim on me. So now guess what? I'm not making anywhere near what I was making. How do you think I'm going to feel? And I won't put the information out to how much I'm making, but I'm not making what I was making. So now I'm not able to help out with the bills the way I was. I owe my grandmother because she paid a doctor bill for me, so I owe her now. I'm still trying to take care of Roxanne. I have stuff going on where I really should go back to the doctor, or should go to the doctor, but I won't go. Of course, my grandmother, well, if you have to go, just go, don't worry about it. It's like, I'm not doing that. So now I'm holding off on going to the doctor because I know I can't afford it. I have a sliding fee. My appointments are free, but that's fine to, like, if they have to run blood, they do blood work and everything, urine sample, anything like that. And for what I'm going through, they probably would have to do one or the other or both. And then there's going to be money in that, and then if they give me any medicine, because I got to get a refill on my medicine here anyway. So I'm kind of in a pickle right now. But I just keep telling myself through all this that God is good. And I can see I'm going to run out here eventually on time. My grandmother's birthday's on Wednesday. And I keep teasing her that she's going to be 96. And no, she's really not going to be 96. But it doesn't seem right to be going towards November 16th. It really doesn't. I don't know where the time's going. I mean, Thanksgiving's coming up. And I don't really care about Thanksgiving because I am severely allergic to turkey. So I don't really care about it. But I just can't believe it, you know, and Christmas is coming up, and it's become like the C word to me. It's like, where Christ and all is concerned, it's awesome, but where gifts and stuff's concerned, it's not, because I can't do that this year, and I feel like a real heel, but I don't know. I'm going to close this, though. Enough of my rambling. God bless you guys, and I love you.